Those that overcome have His word written, engraved on the fleshly tables of their hearts. We've spoken before that if man can make images on stone, and they remain there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, how much more is God able to eternally engrave His word on the hearts of men? He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. No other way into God's beautiful place of rest other than through this labor. It's not enough, brothers and sisters, just to come to church. That can be a blessing. Not enough just to read His word, to hear His word preached, to pray, even to preach to others. It's got to be believed in our hearts. In Hebrews 10, we find another good description of this labor. Beginning at verse 19 in Hebrews 10. Having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way, which He hath consecrated for us through the veil, that is to say, His flesh, and having an high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart, in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience, and our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for He is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversary. The enemy would like to lead all of us into a place of willful sin, away from the entrance to this wonderful place purchased for us by the blood of Christ. But God's will is that all of us be in a position to where that profession of faith is held fast without wavering. Even this is done by God. But to receive that blessing of being steadfast in the faith, men must draw near with the measure of faith God has blessed them with. Give full-hearted diligence to believe the gospel in our hearts. The enemy, by the permission of God, can come and try to greatly discourage us from believing the gospel for ourselves. Bring the past up. Past failures condemn us. Tempt us to stay in a position of dwelling on past failures, a place of condemnation. God knew that's the best any of us could do. When we first received that call from Him, He knew. He knew the stumbles we'd have. He knew the temptations we'd have. But in His love, while we were yet His enemies, He called us. Well, we can't listen to the devil and believe the gospel. We've got to put that behind us. And receive our cleansing by faith. Having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience. How do you think God expects a man to experience that? Having his heart sprinkled from an evil conscience. Totally a gift. It's just receiving it by faith and believing it's so. That Christ's blood has sprinkled your heart from an evil conscience. Men may have fallen and have fallen many times to the temptation to get purified through religious traditions, having men sprinkle